All right, so this is a lesson to go with arithmetic sequences. So hopefully you've read the pages ahead of time. It'll make more sense, and you've been doing this for a long time. Arithmetic means that you are adding or subtracting, that you have an adding or subtracting pattern. So for example, if you had 13 and the next one's 26 and the next one's 39, we are adding 13 every single time. So that's an arithmetic sequence. If you had 5 and then you had 1 and then you had -3 and so on, 5 minus 1 is 4, so you're subtracting 4. 1 minus -3, we were subtracting 4 from that. So both of these are an example of an arithmetic sequence. All right, a geometric sequence means that you are multiplying or dividing. So geometric, which is found later in the book, but it relates anyways because it's talking about sequence. A geometric sequence means that you're multiplying or dividing sequence or pattern. So for example, just to keep it simple, 3, 6, 12, 24. This is an example of a geometric sequence. An example, so because we're multiplying by 2. Now, this is an easy one to see that it's a geometric sequence, but sometimes they're not so easy to see if it's a geometric sequence. But I'm going to use this easy example to show you how to figure out if it's geometric. You take one number, doesn't matter which one you pick, one number and divide it by its previous number. 12 divided by 6, that's 2. And then I should be able to do it on another one. So 6 divided by 3 is also 2. So that is a geometric sequence. Again, sometimes they're going to be harder, but you can always use this example to see this technique to figure out if it's geometric. So I'm coming up with one off the top of my head. Let's say it's 1/3 Okay, so this one is kind of not easy to see. Is this a geometric pattern or sequence? So what I would do, especially since you're allowed to use a calculator, is I would do 2/3 divided by 1/3. 2/3 divided by 1/3. So I don't have a calculator with me right now, but so 2/3 dividing fractions easy as pie, flip the second and multiply. So when I divide 2/3 by 1/3, it equals 2. So now let's try this one, and it has to be the one right next to it. I can't do this divided by this. I have to do this divided by the previous number. So I would do 1 1/3 divided by 2/3. So 4/3 times 3/2. That also equals 2. So that's an example of a geometric sequence of they were multiplying by 2 every single time. And again, I said you could be dividing also. So to keep it simple, 36. And then if I had, let's say 4. Actually, I'm not going to keep it simple. And then someone says 2 1/4. That might not look like a geometric sequence, but it is, because 9 divided by 36 is 9/36, which is 1/4. And if I did 2 1/4 divided by 9, that's 9/4. That also equals 1/4. So